For the past few weeks, I've been doing my intern at WSAB Channel 3 news station right here in Savannah, Georgia. Before catching the news at 5, the producers come together to go over the rundown of the broadcast.
In the morning, we start with a meeting at 9:30. That's pretty much an editorial type meeting. Everybody brings ideas to the table, and from those ideas, we determine what stories we're actually going to cover. From that meeting, we then go to the assignment board, and we decide which shows will have what content, what stories they'll have, what that content will be, whether or not the 5 o'clock show will have a smaller version of the story, which is called a VOSOT, video and sound, or whether it will have the package, which is the full story. As a news producer, you're pretty much the architect of the newscast. You decide from the beginning what stories are going in your show, what kind of treatment they're going to have, whether you see video, whether you don't see video, if you have outside sound, if you have graphics, if you have pictures. You pretty much determine what elements you want in your newscast. It's the person who builds the show.
Being part of the team has really been rewarding, but what I enjoyed the most was shadowing the reporters.
I personally consider it a privilege because I'm the eyes and the ears of the public. I'm supposed to ask those questions that they would ask, that I feel that they want answers to. In journalism, it's pretty simple. It's 5 questions: who, what, when, where, why, how. And then I'll ask why again.
People look at us as the leaders in the community. They want us to be honest. They want us to be open. They want us to present the news and help solve problems sometimes in the community. So I think that my goal is to not only listen to the voice of the community, but be able to present their stories in a fair and accurate way.
By watching the reporters and cameramen in action, it allowed me to see the pros and cons of their everyday routine.
Well, I'm from Savannah, so I have a different perspective on everything because, sometimes we enjoy celebrating the good in our community, and oftentimes we end up reporting on a lot of the bad that happens here in our community. And being from Savannah, sometimes it affects me personally, but we can't let those personal feelings get in the way of our fair reporting of what actually takes place.
The biggest disadvantage is you get to see people at their very worst: murderers, rapists, terrible disasters, things that you can't unsee, death and calamity. Those images stay with you. Once you see something, you can't unsee it.
People's houses burned down, fatal car accidents, homicides. I cover homicides like it's second nature, so you see a lot of graphic things, and so it can have a psychological impact on you, seeing these type of things, so often.
It was fun building a relationship with the newscast, but their work relationship amongst themselves is priceless.
My coworkers love me.
I believe my relationship is good with all my coworkers. At least I hope so.
You deal with things that aren't customarily what you want to deal with every day, so every day it's good to have somebody that understands that and that you can laugh and smile about it with.
This concludes my experience at WSAV Channel 3.